Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 tips for new bunny owners. So I'm joined here with my two rabbits, Willow and Oakley, who you can't really see. But I know that videos like these definitely helped me when I was a new bunny owner, and I hope this one can help at least a few of you too. They're about to knock over their little hay wagon. Here is my first bunny, Oakley. He's so sweet. So I hope that most people know this one already, but I still do see people making this mistake, and it is not having everything set up before you bring home your rabbit. So you definitely want to make sure that you have all their supplies, just everything set up so you can bring them home and put them straight into their new living environment as stress-free as possible. Another thing that I wanted to mention is if you are planning on free roaming your rabbit like I do, which is a great idea, and I believe that every bunny owner should free roam their rabbits. However, when you do first bring them home, you want to have an X-pen set up just so your rabbit can adjust to the new environment, because transporting them to a new home is very stressful for a rabbit, probably the most stressful time in their life actually. So just having an X-pen as a little safe space just for your rabbits to adjust is a great idea. And also you want to make sure that you do give them time to adjust. Give them as long as it takes, just reading their body language. For Oakley, he was a very confident rabbit, and he only needed about 2 days to adjust before I let him out to free roam, and that was perfect for him. But Willow, my other bun, was a little more afraid and timid, so it did take her a little longer to adjust. The change in environments will definitely stress them out, so if you do create them an X-pen with lots of hides and stuff like that, it will just help them with the transitioning process. Just wait until they are ready before you start bonding with them. But definitely keep the first few days pretty hands off. My next tip is a very important one, and that is make sure you introduce new foods to your rabbits very slowly. So this is especially important for young rabbits who have a more sensitive stomach than adult rabbits. However, it is still important if you are adopting an adult rabbit. So things such as greens and new pellet brands, new hays, things like that, you just want to make sure that you're introducing them very slowly and mixing them with the old pellet brand or hay or whatever you are introducing. There are many good videos on YouTube if you want to check that out, but definitely research how to introduce new foods to your rabbits. Tip number 3 is make sure that you bunny proof your rabbit's living area before you bring them home, because rabbits are little chewing machines and they will find their way into anything chewable. So after you bring your rabbit home, you will definitely have to make adjustments, because a lot of the things that I thought Oakley wasn't capable of getting to, he actually did, and a lot of things are very bad for your rabbits and can cause GI issues. So things such as cords and houseplants, stuff like that, you definitely want to be very careful around. So just watch your rabbit extra close when you are first free roaming them, and just see what they are inclined to chewing, and then bunny proof accordingly. My next tip is make sure that you're providing enough hides for your rabbits. So once again, bringing your rabbits to your home is a very stressful process for your rabbits. It's a big change, and just giving them a lot of hides will make them feel safer, because they are prey animals and naturally their first instinct is to hide. So providing them a variety of different hides is a great idea, just to see what they like. The rule that I like to stick to is to provide 2 hides with 2 exits, as well as a tunnel. My rabbits love tunnels, that's probably their favorite hide. But you can just try a bunch of different hides and see what they like. But I would say the minimum is 2 hides with a tunnel per setup. And finally, my last tip is make sure that you're litter training your rabbits as soon as you get them. So I didn't really have to litter train my rabbits, because when I got them they already were litter trained, because I adopted them from a sanctuary. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you are choosing a large enough litter box so they will be more inclined to use it. I like using a large storage container. I just find that it's a great size, and cat litter boxes are too small, especially because I have 2 rabbits. But if you do have 1 rabbit, a large cat litter box is perfect. And then make sure that you're choosing a safe litter. I use paper pellets, but you can also use other ones as well, such as Carefresh, pine pellets, and I think there are a few others, so definitely go and research them. And also make sure they have a lot of hay in there 24/7. You can either place it on one side of their litter box or in a hay rack directly above it. When picking a good quality hay for your rabbit, there are a few things that you want to check for before you buy it. The first thing is you want to make sure that it is a nice green colour, it smells fresh, and it doesn't contain too much dust. And I do hear a lot of people say that their rabbits don't like hay, so I would definitely say provide at least 2 different hays or 3 even, especially when you bring home your rabbit, just to see what they like the best. My rabbits really love orchard grass. I provide my rabbits with Timothy hay, orchard grass and oat hay, and I find that they really like the mix of those 3, and I would definitely recommend trying out those 3 and mixing them together. And litter training is actually a very easy process because rabbits will naturally go to the toilet in the same type of area. So what you want to do is make sure you're placing the litter train in a corner, because that's where they typically like to do their business. And if they are pooping outside the litter box, you just want to scoop that up and put it back in. And if they do pee outside the litter box, you want to soak it up on a paper towel and pop that back in to the litter box as well. And immediately deodorize the area that they peed in. So I like to use a 50-50 mix of water and vinegar solution, because rabbits are very scent orientated and they will go in the same place that they did, whether it is the carpet or the litter box. Another thing that I wanted to add is that it is pretty much impossible to fully litter train your rabbit. I'm not saying that no rabbit can be 100% litter trained. Oakley is. However, Willow will still have occasional accidents outside of the litter box, and you probably still will find little poops around the house. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you are a new bunny owner, then hopefully you found some of these tips helpful. And I hope you are very excited about your new rabbit. They're amazing pets. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you can, if you want to see more rabbit videos. And don't forget to spoil your rabbits because they deserve it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!